Broadcast live.
Yo, it's 2018, end of the year, and you know what time it is. It's that time where we go through everything that people have been fucking with for the year, you know, and Spotify has sent us the list and they've told us what people have been listening to. So I can explain this list, you know, and I need to get into my notes here quickly so you guys have an understanding of how Spotify works, because this will make sense for you. Is that you've seen artists like Nasty C, Black Coffee, various artists basically posting images from Spotify which are like thanking fans for an amazing year. So let me give you the understanding. When you see streams and it says 17 million, that essentially means that the songs that Nasty C has dropped, songs that have Nasty C's names, have been played 17 million times. So one user could have played it 3, 4, 5 times. They are adding up to 17 million. When they talk about fans and they say 3 million, that means that there are 3 million different people in the world that have listened to Nasty C's songs who actually added up to the 17 million. And then when they talk hours, obviously that's self-explanatory. That's how long they've been listening to Nasty C. And countries, it's like 65 countries. So now that you understand what that all means, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the artists that have been streamed the most. Not the song that has been streamed the most, but the artists that have been streamed the most. So here's the top 15. It starts like this. Number 15, most streamed SA hip-hop artist on Spotify, Shauna Josie. She killed the global citizen stage. She's got her own brand with Edgar's, Own the Look. You see on the billboards on the road. She's made song popular. She's literally like been performing in different places in the world. She's made a big impact. And OK Malum Cool Cat encouraged her to actually start making music and writing her own music. Shauna Josie, number 15, most streamed artist on Spotify this year in South Africa. Number 14, most streamed SA hip-hop artist on Spotify in 2018, Kid X. Everybody has been waiting for this guy to finally drop a project. He came through Cash Time. He's basically been associated with Rap Life, was part of Rap Life with Questa. He finally came through with a double album, proper solid album that tells a dope story. Artwork was thought of, did some nice collaborations with Shri. You gotta get the double album. I think he might be the only artist that released a double album this year. Kid X is number 14, most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. Boom, shout out homie. Number 13, most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify in 2018, Frank Casino. He's been lurking on the internet for a moment, for a while, and then Ricky Rick jumped on his song on the remix, and when he jumped on his song, his career spiked. He's basically got his own aesthetic. He's from the East. He's been doing well. He's just recently dropped an EP where he features various people like Cassper Nyovest. The only one, Frank Casino, is number 13 most streamed artist on Spotify. Check out his EP, Heroes of Tomorrow, available for stream. Boom. Number 12, most streamed SA hip-hop artist in 2018, Zachary Homeboy from Durban. It's always dope to see a lyricist who's not only like in vernacular, and you know, it really breaks the stereotype that it's probably only people from Joburg that are streaming or doing whatever. But the homie Zachary has gone gold before in the physical world, is still being talked about in the top 15 of the most streamed artists on digital platforms in the new world. Zachary number 12, the most streamed artist in 2018 for Spotify. Shout out, homie. Number 11, most streamed SA hip-hop artist in 2018, Youngster, Cape Town. Number 11, most streamed artist is an artist who's got so many mixtapes out there. He's from Cape Town. He's not a Joburg artist. It's very dope to also hear this, that a lyricist is being considered as an artist to be considered as a streaming artist. Now, it could be people global because he's been hitting the world in different places and doing different things. He's one of the kings of freestyle in the game. I respect him. Salutas to the Youngster, CPT. He's our number 11 most streamed artist on Spotify. Shout out, homie. Number 10 most streamed SA hip hop artist in 2018, Shane Eagle. I mean, this artist, like in 2017, he had a dope album. He actually was from the new generation, came with hip hop that wasn't like what everyone else was doing. He researched how to do the beats. He literally like wrote well, he told his story, and he really went gold like on streaming just on his album last year. This year, he does it again, is in the top 10. It's great to see Shane Eagle in the top 10. Once again, another lyricist, a person who cares about his craft and what he puts out there, getting good recognition. Top 10 most streamed artists on Spotify. Number 10, the homie Shane Eagle. Keep doing your thing, homie. Don't stop. Number 9 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify in 2018, M2. His homie probably could be the leader of trap from a mainstream perspective. He's the one that actually made people wake up. He literally probably also made trap actually speak local languages. For me, he's one of the best songwriters from a mainstream perspective. He's always chilled. Yeah, I mean, the homie signed to Ambitious Records. Who else could it be? MT, congratulations. Number 9 most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. Shout out. Number 8 most streamed SA hip hop artist in 2018 on Spotify, Jack Barrow. Of course, this guy is doing well. This guy's got shows, he's got endorsements, he's got all these things that we don't know about because he's literally an icon for his market. He's like the Eminem of Afrikaans people right now. Number 8 most streamed artist in hip hop on Spotify is Jack Barrow. Shout out Barrow with the hat. Say what's up, man. I haven't spoken to you in a while, man. Hope you're good. Number 7 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify in 2018 is Java _ATM. Oh, and number 7 most streamed artist on Spotify. He was on the soundtrack of Black Panther. He won a BET award. He came in there, special, you know. I love that. You gotta love that. The homie's Java is number 7 most streamed artist, signed to Ambitious. Homie, keep doing your thing. We know we love it. We need that authenticity in the game, and you keep doing it, and the world saw it. So keep doing it and keep it 100. Number 7 most streamed artist on Spotify is Java. Take him. Number 6 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify in 2018, Cassper Nyovest. Number 6 most streamed artist. I mean, this guy hasn't really released a body of work this year, so it's impressive to see him at number 6. In fact, he did release a body of work just a few weeks ago, but I'm just saying, for the whole year for him to be number 6 is also impressive. He's literally filled up stadiums. This year he had the most difficult year filling up a stadium in a city that's not his, which is Durban, or a city that he's not frequently doing events at. He's won a couple of awards. He's making a lot of money. You've seen me doing interviews in his house with him. I mean, who else could it be? Cassper Nyovest is number 6 most streamed artist. He almost made it to the top 5. Congratulations, homie. Number 5 most streamed SA hip hop artist in 2018 on Spotify, Questa. This cat also never released an album this year, but he's been dropping real interesting singles that have gotten people to react. He's been bringing international artists to the hood. He's literally really taken this step forward to actually like go, yo, I could shoot a video in America. I could shoot a video in the North. But you know what? I'm going to bring all these international stars to the hood. More than anything, the Homeboy Questa is number 5, top 5 most streamed artist in 2018 on Spotify. And make sure you check out the new single, Vorvai, where he's a superhero. Boom, out in the streets. Number 4 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify, Anati. On number 4 most streamed artist, this artist has done a lot of work from a production perspective. He's always been in the lead as a producer, even though he's been rapping, but I don't think he's gotten his due as a rapper or as an artist up until now. I mean, he's done great production. He's released an album with AKA, a joint album. He's produced for Cassper. He's made hits for various people in the game. DJ Dimples. I mean, he goes by the alias Electric Bushman. And what he did, you know, normally if you go on his gram, you see him overseas hanging with international people. But what he's really done, he's channeled his energies into going back to where he comes from, I think the Eastern Cape. And if you go into his gram, you can just see him just connecting with people. And I feel all that energy of being overseas, of going home, of living in Joburg is channeled in this album. Anati, number 4, the dopest album released in 2018, and he is the number 4 most streamed artist this year on Spotify. Congratulations, Anati, for just giving us such great work. We appreciate that. Number 3 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify, Aries. Number 3 most streamed hip hop artist on Spotify. I mean, the homie has released a couple of albums this year. Albums, EPs, singles. He's from Pretoria. He comes from the Pretoria side of the world. All he does is just release, keep quiet. Release, keep quiet. He's been highly productive. I mean, you might know him from the Wrecking Crew, and he's got a strong thing going on. And I think he is the future, one of the future leaders of SA hip hop. The homie Aries is number 3 most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. Keep doing the damn thing, homie. Let's see a little bit more of you. You know what I mean? And I mean, don't fire and duck. Fire and come speak to us. What up? Number 2 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify, AKA. The number 2 most streamed artist on Spotify, the homie has literally dropped an album this year. He actually also had an app that he dropped this year. He had a company called Beam Group that he actually announced this year. He announced he's leaving the company this year. You know, he's almost like an industry darling. The ups and downs, literally, we all get consumed. He broke up with his ex this year. It was a big story. I mean, listen, he's literally selling the papers and people love it. He's clickbait, but it's also a good thing that he's also like stream bait because he had a great year. He's number 2, AKA Fela in Versace was a huge song. The album generally was a proper album musically, and he was very personal on the album with a lot of things. So congratulations to AKA Worldwide Super Mega, number 2 most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 most streamed SA hip hop artist on Spotify in the world. Nasty C. Don't quit, bro. This guy is amazing. This guy, without a doubt, is the future. If he's not already leading. I mean, he's already leading in the streams, but he's the future of the new market that's consuming, and without a doubt, that's very clear simply because he's number 1. He had collaborations with A$AP Ferg. He dropped his album this year, his full album. He signed to Universal. He's literally got an award from YouTube. No one has got that before in South Africa. Who does that? You know, he's basically like, he did a tour. You know, he did a tour, the Iverson tour. And yo, man, this guy is the future. He's smart. Hey, man, we need number 1s like these. We need number 1s like these. Number 1s literally who almost have everything, all the qualities, you know what I mean? Nasty C, number 1 most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. Congratulations, homie. You've come a long way. You've come a long way. Literally and figuratively. And you're going far, literally and figuratively. Congratulations on being number 1 most streamed artist on Spotify in 2018. You are the one. Peace.
Broadcast live